everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda. If you are new here, please click the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any future video uploads that I put on this channel. I just decided to give you a short garden tour this morning. It's still very early in the morning. I haven't even bathed. Sorry for that. Yeah, I was outside and looking at my garden, and then I just decided, let me just take a short video tour. As you will see, it's in a terrible condition because we've been having heavy rains these past couple of weeks, non-stop, like every day, every single day. Maybe they'll stop in the morning, but once it hits 12 noon, the rain starts and you can't even do anything. You can't get into your garden because usually it's muddy, and as a result the weeds grew out of hand. So come along with me on this short garden tour, and yeah, I'll take you through what's happening on my garden, yeah, so that you can also see the realities of gardening. It's not all roses, it's a lot of work, and sometimes your garden can get really out of hand. So guys, come and join me on this tour. It's Feb now, towards the end of Feb, and this is how our garden looks. It's come to an end of the planting season, because in March the cold weather starts, the cold season starts. I've just recently cleaned these beds, de-weeded them, and removed all the dried up marigold flowers and other plants that were here. I had planted fennel, dill, and I collected the seeds from the dried up plants. This is the big bed. On this one I added seeds to transplant for our winter crop. Yeah, these are mainly brassicas and some herbs, onions, yeah, and a lettuce. This is how it's looking. I had onion here, red onion, and I harvested some of it, but some of it was eaten by pests, because I have a lot of birds coming to my garden, and they also help themselves with some of my plants. This is celery. This is celery, and I had onion all this way, all this plate, this, yeah, everywhere here I had onion, but yeah, I pulled out some of it because it was eaten by pests, and some of my dill there. And this is an old calendula plant. It's drying up now. And that is my kale. My kale, it's doing really well. Yo, the size of these kale leaves is huge. Yeah, I also had Chinese cabbage planted here, and I had marigolds bordering this side, and that side was dill, which dried up, and I collected the seeds. Here, flowers. I cleaned this bed, and these marigolds are just growing from the seed that fell into the ground. Initially I had put spinach seeds, but they didn't seem to sprout, so the calendulas and the marigolds are just taking over this space. And this is my cauliflower. It recently got bent. It bent because of wind. It was really windy these past few days, so it's lying on its side, but it's very healthy. Initially I thought this was kale and this was cauliflower, but as time went on it was easy to tell the difference. And I have some coriander growing here. This is a brinjal or eggplant. That one, I think it was cut by something. That one there. These are the two surviving, and I've got parsley growing there, and this is a dill plant. On this bed as well, I cleaned it and I removed all the dry marigold on the sides and put beetroot seeds. They haven't sprouted, and it's been a long time now, but it doesn't look like anything is going to happen. This is, I also had plenty of onion here. Cutworms did the thing this year. See, look at this. This is what they do. This is what they do. They literally cut this onion. They literally cut it. And I end up having to like take the onion out and just use it for cooking. This is what they do. And once they cut the main stem, then it's really no point in keeping the plant in, because yeah, nothing's gonna grow. At least if maybe they cut here at the top, then I know that it's still gonna grow. So I'm going to use this onion for my cooking. And this is my spinach. I only have 4 spinach plants, but I've had so much spinach from these plants. It is crazy. And they are still growing. The leaves are quite big as well. The leaves are quite big. And this is my garlic chives. It's doing the things. I de-weeded this area, cleaned it up, removed all the dry marigold plants, and then it just sprung back to life. And it's starting to bolt as well. That there is also cauliflower, and on this bed, this is all cauliflower. It's lying on its side because of the wind. It was bent by the wind. But look at my garden. It's a mess. It's a mess. I need all this grass to be cut because I want to like sort of like give it a new look, because I want to add here. I added small bricks right around these beds. This bed, I will keep it as it is with the wood. That one, I also want to add bricks on that one because it's all corrugated iron sheets, cut corrugated iron sheets right around. Here, I want to put like blocks or bricks around these beds and then add more compost. Yeah, or more soil. These these are my compost bins. Look at how green they are. Grass just grew inside. We've been having heavy rains, and it's been really hard to come out to the garden and do some work. As a result, this is how my garden is. All these are blackjacks. These are weeds all the way to the big garden. And I need to start doing something about it, because at least now we're not getting heavy rains, but we still get rains almost every day. So I need to like come. This is my potato patch, by the way. I still have more potatoes to dig from here, even though it looks this scary, and I'm even scared to go in. I'm scared of snakes, but anyway, I've got no choice. I have to do something. Yeah, this is my entire garden. Looks horrible. Looks horrible. You don't even see which one is a plant, which one is a weed. It's just in a bad condition, but that is soon going to change, because this one as well, I cleaned the beds. I just need to cut the grass here. It will look good in a matter of a few days. This one here as well, I'm planning to go in today and just maybe try to cut all the weeds that are growing outside the garden, so that I'll be able to get inside the garden and work it from there. These here are black-eyed beans. Yeah, they are white and they've got a black eye. I don't know, I planted them there as well. I don't know whether it's the seed is old or what. They just didn't sprout. Only one there and only 2 or 3 of these, but it's not flowering. I don't see any flowers. My son put these here. I don't see any flowers. Yes, the greenery is just growing, but no flowering. But maybe I should give it a bit more time and see what's going to happen. Even my yard needs some TLC. We cut the grass here, the entire yard actually, like end of December or the first week of January, but because of the heavy rains, it just grew back vigorously. This is my potato patch, and this is how it looks. Here on the border, I had marigolds. See, they are dried up now. I had marigolds and borage all the way up there, and this is my raspberry plant. It's looking tired as well. This is my orange tree. You can't even tell because there's just a lot of weeds around it. And the rest on this border, it's just weeds. The rest is just weeds. You need to remove all the dried up flowers and keep some seeds. And you can't even see my strawberry plants properly now because of all the weeds around it, but it's still giving us strawberries, even though we're getting smaller and smaller strawberries now. Yeah, they're becoming smaller in size, but it's still giving us strawberries. You can tell by the grass in between the weeds that these are my potato beds. So I really need to get in here and do something. Start by removing the weeds on the borders of this garden, and then the weeds inside the actual patch, so that I'll be able to dig the potatoes. You, hi guys, my garden, terrible shape. But yeah, I'm glad we're going to have mealies, even though this year it didn't do really well. You can tell when you look at it down there that it's not as a lot as it was last year. Crows did us really bad. They just dug it out, and we replanted it like 3 times or 4 times, and we ended up leaving it. These are our peach trees. They grow so fast, so well actually. The only thing that we did was add composted cow manure right around the base, and then just water them from when they were young. And there is a video where I put that these peach trees when they were younger, and we only like put them here on the ground like around June, July last year. It hasn't been long, and they are doing really great. So here I was trying to clean up this place. Yeah, I was trying to clean up this place here. I still need to come and continue doing the work and see how far I will go. Yeah, but this is the top part of the garden, which we ended up not planting. Time just flew, and we were like really busy, and we ended up not planting anything. So I just want to clean it up, and then maybe take black plastic covering and just put it on top of the weeds here, so that they will burn. And then I'll only remove that when we are going to plant something, because like plowing, cleaning and leaving it like this, it's breeding ground for weeds. They just find fresh ground to grow, and they grow vigorously. So after cleaning, I just need to cover with a black plastic sheet. You can see even while walking to the garden that it's weeds all over. This tree is wattle tree. We have a wattle tree all around us, so I guess when the wind blows, the seed just falls here inside my yard, and it has grown so much. I still have more potatoes to dig here on these 2 beds, because those 2 I dug up all the potatoes, and I just left the grass because I wanted to for it to be easy when I was replanting certain things, to preserve the soil there. Yo guys, I'm even scared of going inside the garden, but there is my mealies. There is my mealies. I'll just zoom in a bit. There is my mealies. Yeah, you know, some of it has got about 3 and 4, like what you call them? Yo, now here I'm forgetting. Yeah, those mealy thingies, they've got about 3 or 4 in them, even though there's a few plants and some are still growing, because those are the seeds that we replaced. Those were the last ones that we planted, so the mealies is still shorter. But we're still gonna get a lot of mealies from here. Yo, look at this. I'm even scared to go in there because I'm scared of snakes. There are snakes around here. There are snakes around here. And there is my madumbes. Ooh, they are really tall, really tall. I just need to de-weed around them, and then yeah, and then just give them more soil for them to grow. I'll go up there and just show you my pumpkins. This entire field down there is full of pumpkins. Is full of pumpkins, different kinds. I've got like butternut. I've got like a lot. I think about 3 or 4 other types of pumpkins. I just need to go in the house to put on my boots so that I'll be able to get inside there in case I step on a snake. Now I'm ready with my boots. Let's go, let's go, let's go. See the birds. I love the birds that come here. There's like different bird species, but they also do some little bit of damage in my garden. They eat my crops. I'll enter the side. Scary, scary, scary. I'm a coward, by the way. I'm really scared of creepy things. But I'm learning to overcome my fear since I do gardening a lot, and I've learned that you come across all kinds of creepy crawlies here. This is the Millis up close. This is the Millis up close. Yeah, this is still the shorter one, the last seeds planted. I don't know if it's going to make it before winter. Here are some of the the pumpkins. Here's another kind. I don't know their name, guys. I'll find their names and just put them in the description box below. I don't know their names, really. And also there's butternut. Butternut there. There's butternut. There's plenty. There's another one hiding there. And there's another one there. Plenty. You know, I planted different squashes, put different beds, and they just spread like wildfire. Here's another one there. And here are other ones. These are three different types growing together. There were like 4 here which I picked, even though they weren't really ready, but they were starting to have like a bit of a rot because of the rain. And this is among the last mealy plants we planted. Yeah, you can't see them clearly now because of the weeds, too much weeds, but you can see there's something there, the orangish. And here's another one here, and then we have spiders. So I can't go in deep. Like I said, I'm scared of the creepy crawlies. Look at the weeds all the way. Whew. I'll just have to wait for them to dry, because we are approaching the cold season now. Everything is going to dry up here, and it will be easier for me to see all the pumpkin. And I'll bring you along when we come to harvest the pumpkins, when it's dry and there's no more weeds, so that you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm scared to go down there. I had beans planted there. I showed 3 beds of beans in my previous video, and woo, they didn't do well. In fact, they were doing well, growing really well, flowered, and they started the bean pods started coming out, and then the heavy rains, and everything just rotted. I only managed to harvest a few green beans, but the rest, it was eaten by animals. There was too much water. It was eaten by animals, and then it rotted. Yeah, it rotted. Thank you guys for coming along with me on this short tour, and I hope you enjoyed this video and it has revealed to you realities of being a gardener. Sometimes, yeah, your garden just can get out of hand because of the weather, predominantly because we don't have control over it. When it's really rain, it's raining heavily, and we also get hailstorms here and there. Here it's really hard to go inside the garden because it becomes muddy, and as a result weeds just grow out of hand and your plants, some of your plants get damaged. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video and you give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future video uploads that I do. Yeah, just taking you through step by step of the evolution of my garden since we got here in this area. I'll catch you again next time, guys. Have a good one.